Hey guys, welcome back. DnD with Filthy Friends. Quick recap of last episode. We moved down 2 rooms to the right. All right, let's get going. What are we doing?
Love a recap.
Discovered a new party member. We invented a new.
Who's this kid?
I discovered
me.
diamonds.
Yeah.
I know what diamonds
Look,
are.
whose recap is this anyways? I thought we got all
You
the
open the
important-
door, old man. I've had enough of
Before
your
you
guff.
stands a very dramatic door, which just tempts you with every glance.
This door looks
What do you
more
do
dramatic
about
than
this
the
door?
others. Grandpa Filthy, we need every year of your wisdom.
It's a door. Open it.
I'm gonna open it.
Accidentally rolled a great club.
Okay.
The door's
Right,
blushing.
who's opening
Let's
it?
look out.
I'll open it because I'm.
Alright, fine.
And since
A
I
curious
know about
kid.
doors with my ears, I scoot a couple of feet back.
Spectre Bear
But
is in front of you, apparently.
I've got the unseen servant propping this guy up, and I'm using him as a body shield right now.
Oh my god, can we weaken to Bernie's with this like now probably dead body?
I mean, he's just bruised now. Bruised and really dizzy. Because he's been rolled down the entire corridor.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you open this door. And before you, probably quite alarmingly to the child, is a very, very significant mound of human remains.
Oh yeah, I'm
There
gonna
are
be
bones
scared.
everywhere in this room.
I'm gonna take
Oh,
one
there's
look at him.
first wives.
Oh my lord, this is worth a fortune!
There's so many teeth here.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, at the mention of the game teeth, I'm gonna get excited and run in and start gathering teeth.
Oh no.
I want
Yeah,
to
they're so
pick through the
quick.
bones looking for compressions on wedding ring fingers. Just to get a sense of how many of these people died unmarried. How tragic was this really?
Can you roll me a medicine?
I would like to begin casting Detect Magic. But I
Okay.
assume since it will take 10 minutes, if there are magical traps or animated bones or something, they'll be dead by the time I finish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You don't really you like look around these hands and naturally fingers sort of have an indentation between the joints, but you don't really know what they would look like if they were made.
I'm gonna watch Merrick gather teeth very proudly. It's basically all I'm doing.
Beautiful.
I know, like, if he, every now and then I'll see Merrick, like, I'll be like, no, Merrick, that tooth's too flat. That's gonna just flop around in the wind. You're gonna want the chunky ones. You're gonna want the molars. And I hold out a good example of a nice hefty molar.
Okay, I'm gonna throw away some of the teeth I have that are clearly not molars, and then keep gathering.
Mm-hmm.
It's good news.
What
Right,
do
yeah,
you
you can-
roll to gather molars?
Survival.
Sleight of hand.
Investigation. I don't know. 3 different skills. Yeah, you get a couple handfuls of.
Oh.
Yeah, also, what do you
Grill
roll to-
really knows this stuff.
What do you
Yeah.
roll?
Oh,
Yeah.
those are the 4 things I'm proficient in: survival, medicine, athletics, and nature.
That's
Grill's like
hilarious. That is exactly what my OkCupid profile asks for.
Oh, and I said, when I turn and I just kind of give a loving grunt to my husband.
yeah, you investigate for these teeth, and you skip some on accident, and Grill points them out and gingerly puts them back in your hand.
What type of diseases
Do
you
we
catch
happen
in
to
D&D?
find anything else when we just go into this room filled with bones? Is there actually something in here? Just
No.
curious.
No,
Okay,
it's just
okay.
it's just a storage room for human remains.
Okay.
Are all of them at the state
more
where they're
importantly,
just
teeth.
bones? Or are there any more fresh corpses?
Yeah, the sprite doesn't really show it, but there would definitely be
Okay.
slightly more fresh, sort of decaying bodies,
Okay.
possibly with fungus growing on them.
When I,
But
I
there's
don't.
none
I
like
don't.
freshly dead.
Hmm.
when I finish my detect magic ritual, do I see any magic?
Not in these 3 rooms, no.
Okay, I
in the
will
hallway.
drag the top-hatted man into the room and close the door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
These
you don't
people.
want to I thought you were
Always
gonna make
clean up
Bandit-
when you're a guest.
He could lead for our party, though. You could just mage hand him and just have him, like, walk down the hallway for us, and all
He's
that.
where he's supposed to be.
Ah, fair enough.
These people deserve good burial.
At this
Hey,
point, does he start,
burial.
like, I'm alive?
The paladin sense in me is really coming to the fore here. I suggest we collapse the cave.
Yeah,
Done.
there you go. Good fuck.
I'll shatter the roof if possible.
I'm going to, so are we assuming this guy's dead? Are we gonna give him a burial?
You have just put him into a, like...
I don't think I noticed
Impromptu
that
cemetery.
happened.
Alright, as
If anybody else wants to do something about that,
Yeah,
you're
so what
welcome
I'm
to.
here's what I'll do,
Don't
because I
push
mean,
me. I have my limits. He goes
Are we-
here.
it's your call. You're saying we're leaving Filthy?
This
Okay,
is
I'm
where
gonna
he
go ahead.
belongs.
I'm gonna cast good berries, giving me 10 good berries. I'm going to take 2 of them. I'm going to place 1 on each eyelid as I lay him to rest next to the giant pile of bones.
Alright.
I like it. Entice animals to eat his eyes.
Yeah, same thing happened to my uncle. It doesn't mean we stop doing it.
It's fair. All right, so I close the door and then I shatter the roof.
Okay. Yep.
I imagine he does this in every room we go out
slams
of.
down.
All right.
The roof just, you hear the crunching of bones, as just these rocks
we hear
just
any-
tumble
yeah.
down and fill the...
How
Are
did
there
my-
any? I'm not dead yet. Coming out of the
No.
room or okay.
No, it's...
Looks
No,
like we
he
were
was unconscious.
successful.
I'm feeling better.
Here, I'll put him in there. There you go.
Where'd that wealthy man go?
I don't know what you're talking about. There's a dead guy with no boots.
I'm sure that he'll show up.
I hope not. We'll keep going.
Following Dolver.
Right. To your east, there is another hallway which stretches out with a
Full
lot
of
of
doors,
Oh.
they said.
So many
Um,
doors. This is
there's,
giving me PTSD from the end of last campaign.
Yeah.
There's 2 doors here, and these appear to be sort of
Arrow slits.
barred cell door.
Burnt cell doors. Okay.
Barred cell, like, you
Like-
know,
Oh, they're for bards. Got it.
B-A-R-D,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Can't let them roam free.
Yeah, I hear there's a group out here going around killing bards. Better to keep them safe.
I'm gonna say, what's wrong with bards?
What isn't wrong with them?
All right.
Not as much anymore, young boy.
We do our part to make the world a better place. Less bards and the like. One at a
Okay.
time if you have to. Befriend them. Gain their trust and end them.
Merrick, why don't you check if there are any bards down that hallway? And then,
And go, all right, Dad.
He learns quick. Grows
So
up
I'm gonna-
quick too.
Scope, keep walking forward, not really understanding specifically what a bard is.
as you
And
walk
just kind of
past
peer
these,
around.
You'll
as
know them
walk
when
past
you
these
hear them.
cells, there's sort of just oh, that's the hide tool, not the reveal tool. Okay, there you go. Yeah, these seem to be these sort of uniformly carved out prison cells, pretty small. They have sort of chains in the back, but you don't see any people in them.
In any of them? I'm gonna walk all the
Nope.
way to the end
You know,
back.
I
Okay.
can reveal them. They don't
Cool.
have any people.
I'll get to the end and yell, no bards, no nobody.
Good boy.
looks
How about
like
the doors?
nobody's home.
Guilt. You spent too long with Funt. I'm glad that he's gone already.
Oh, fun.
That wears off like smoking. About 7 years for a bard.
What's going on
Good.
with the 2 doors to the south?
Mm-hmm.
They say that your lungs are never quite the same.
I'll just
Like your
open
brain.
both. And inside is a large, long room with all sorts of equipment for experiments and alchemy and all sorts of strange stuff. There's all sorts of things in here that none of you have ever seen before.
I've seen at least a still. I know a still when I see one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and my old lady
And-
throwing a still like this.
And in the middle of the room is this very large glass tank, which is holding this green liquid. There doesn't seem to be anything else inside of it.
Large tank. Like, how big is large here?
Like it's on the map. These are
So
5-foot squares,
okay.
so pretty large.
How tall is it?
Easily hold a person. It stretches up to the ceiling, which
Could
is
easily hold a person.
you can easily hold a person.
I'm gonna put my hands
just
on
thought
it
you
and
should
peer
know.
into it with one eye.
I think there's diamonds at the bottom.
Does it look tasty? Are we talking like kombucha sort of consistency?
It's sort of just like a very. It's somewhat opaque, but it's not like there's stuff floating in it. It's sort of just
Oh,
this
you want those
static.
probiotics though. You want the good stuff floating.
Sort of like Kool-Aid in a tank, but it's obviously more subdued and a dull green.
Does it open at the top?
Mm-hmm. It's
Boy!
partially open at the top.
On my shoulders.
My
I'm
detective
It
gonna
was
miss-
like tall enough that
Mm-hmm.
Why?
we have to investigate. There could be someone inside.
Diamonds are colorless. Might be all over the bottom.
Looks kind of toxic.
We don't
From looking
know
inside,
that.
you definitely did not see any bodies. But
But would I? Because I've like
your
peered
father's
in.
asked- yeah, you didn't see
Would I
anything
think it
remotely.
looks safe?
Are there child protective services in this universe?
Yes, I network them. Network with them
Always-
regularly.
Always add acid. Or boys, I think.
Yeah, you haven't really experienced, green ooze-like substances before, but you've definitely read books, and in books, sort of, the bad stuff is usually a bright green color. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna grab. Is there anything on like any of the tables that looks like organic? Like plant, a hand.
Yeah, there's like sort of, there's obviously some fungus because this is a fungus cavern. There's some like herbs and things which might be used for potion ingredients, like leaves and stalks and things.
Okay, I'm gonna grab like the biggest thing that I can grab, maybe, and toss it into the thing to see what happens.
Okay. You pick up this sort of like large fruit and you toss it over the top.
How big's large here?
He's a halfling and also a child, so it's like, very large. He has to open his hand like this to throw it in. It's sort of a basketball compared
A
to him.
grape.
Okay.
But to you,
That's what I
yeah,
was getting
pretty
at,
much.
too.
It's
Right.
like an apple. Yeah, you throw that in there, and it sort of floats for a while, and then starts to sink, and then you see it sort of, the red hue of this apple starts to turn brown, and then quickly shrivel up and start turning into
it's
dust.
aging it. We put you in for a couple minutes. You'll be older. Maybe an adult. Do you want to
The only way to save a child from child abuse is make them grown up.
I could put
Can't
you in for a
child
couple
abuse
seconds.
an adult?
It's true.
It's because I could put you in for a couple seconds and you'd be dead.
That doesn't sound very good. My idea was better.
I'm gonna back away from the big vat of acid.
And I'll kind of start
You'd be-
shuffling towards him.
You'd be surprised how few ways there are to, with certainty, make Grandpa filthy dead.
I've lived a long life, not from others trying to do the opposite. Everyone loves me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll start backing you into the corner if I can. Do you notice?
Yeah, for sure. I think I would notice, but keep backing up because I'm a kid, so I'm not too smart.
Come with me, boy. We'll fix this.
Okay, can I try to escape from this corner that I've been backed into?
Oh, I'm very bad at catching people. I'm slow and
Okay.
old.
I wanna whisper to Grilt as this is happening. Look at them together. They're so great.
Oh no.
I was thinking that the child needs a godfather.
I'm asleep.
Grilt. Grilt.
He still looks like he's awake.
Yeah, it looks like I'm kind of inspecting. I've got like two hands on the still, kind of like looking at one of the
You're asleep again.
mechanisms.
I should have known. Out late last night at the bar, I assume.
Yeah, when he says that, I'm still asleep, but I do throw up a little bit.
I investigate the vomit to see if I can tell why he's asleep.
Just part of my natural cycle.
The vomit definitely looks like it's got like some bits in it of the mushrooms that you've been investigating.
What better way to investigate them, just to be clear? I'm using my entire bodily system to investigate them, not just my eyes.
It's true.
All right. Well, I will stand back with Geralt and watch whatever is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
Yes,
what do you want to be when you grow up?
Away from you.
Yes. What else?
I'm gonna kind of like look at the ground and think for a second. Go. The best rogue in the world.
You think you can do that at 14?
Yeah.
No. And I'm like stumped. Like I thought I had like tricked him. I thought I was getting there. Thought I was making progress. And then he's just like, yes. And it's just like, I stumbled backwards a little bit. What?
Flabbergasted.
And I stopped for a moment and I let you out of the corner. Like, I gotta think of a whole new strategy now. So I kind of shuffle off, mumbling to myself. He thinks he can be the best at 14? Forgot how stupid children were.
I'm gonna look pissed off and kick a rock.
Can you read, boy?
Yeah.
Okay, I turn around, so I'm using the bulk of my body to block the vial. And what's the what is it? Grease pencils you can write on the glass with, right? And I write on the
Wax.
side of the vial, become the best rogue. And then
I'm gonna.
and it draws a person, and I draw a person in a vial beneath that. And then I'll say, "Look, boy, look what I found," and I'll point to it.
But I would have seen him do this even if he was
In front of
blocking
me, and I
it.
was
turn
just,
around
Fit.
and just like, crunch his arms here and like shuffle back and forth across this large
and to
tank.
be fair, I'm shuffling around all the time weirdly,
Yeah.
so it's like totally
True.
not out of character.
And it takes a while for children to develop object permanence.
It's generally
15
bored.
years.
14.
Oh, he turns around. He doesn't have a face anymore.
Well, I just looked at the vial though,
14.
right? I had my body, like I had my hands on it and I was peering
Yeah,
into
you know
it.
exactly what this tank looks like.
And I
You
say,
just saw it.
yes, but I know magic. This was hidden, not for regular sights. Look what I've found.
Is there some kind of like check that I can do to see if I believe him?
You
What am I doing?
You do wisdom.
It's common sense.
Probably
Good
wisdom.
common sense check?
It's wisdom versus
know.
deception.
It could
Uh-oh.
be wisdom.
All right, I'm not very
Or
deceptive.
insight if
though.
you have profession.
Uh-oh.
It's wisdom versus deception, but then I mean,
There's all sorts of ways you
I
can do this.
mean-
There's all sorts
I
of
would
ways you can do this.
honestly give you advantage on your wisdom because you've like.
What is this
You're right
sabotage
here
bullshit?
it's
Okay, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Lucky.
the best rogue. Have to start somewhere. Turns out it's here.
Okay, I'm gonna start climbing up him to get into the vat.
Don't worry, I'll help.
Okay.
And I summon a mage hand.
I'm going to start casting Coming of Age as this happens.
Oh no.
All right.
What is happening to me?
Grilt, in your sleeping state, with your eyes open, you see in your dream, your son climbing into a vat of green liquid.
Okay, cool. I have
Just-
recurring, I have recurring dreams like that.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. Yep. You're starting to climb up there. If no one stops you, then I guess you can do as you please.
Here we go. I rolled the 1, so
Mhm.
okay, I'm gonna start climbing over the edge and go and start to, I guess, fall in. I guess I'm falling into some acid today.
I pull out a notebook and on the top line I write, "Subject has entered the vat."
So you know, like you dipping your feet in first, or you just going?
Oh, I'm
full
going
on
in
into
head
that?
first. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Um,
Okay.
I'm okay. So I'm observing this very carefully, and I'm watching the aging process. And my plan is to you'll never guess. I'm gonna shatter the container once he's reached the optimal age for excellent roguehood, which I believe is probably about 19.
Okay.
Is this really aging though, or is it just disintegrating
Well,
thing?
we're gonna find out together. So
Okay, I guess I'm in the vat.
yeah, and I assume that turning brown is past prime. So if I see him start turning brown, I'm going to do my best to break him out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Eric, I'm gonna ask you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't think this is aging liquid.
Okay. Yeah, you start to feel like, I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. Sort of, it feels, you start to feel very tired as your skin starts to, you know, wrinkle, and you know, you start to like shed dandruff much faster than normal. Your hair starts to grow out a bit, and
It's exfoliating liquid.
and while this is happening, you sort of you feel yourself in your mind. You're like, okay, this is gonna make me older and the best rogue. So you feel this happening, and you sort of start to resist a bit, and you take 9 necrotic damage,
Uh-oh.
and the rest of you can see him beginning to age.
Perfect.
Do
Right.
I scream?
Sort of looking wrinkly, and you could scream if you wish. It has dealt damage to you. You sort of feel
Yeah, I'm gonna yell out in pain.
yourself like the life is being sucked from you.
Growing up hurts. Getting old hurts more.
My child is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
am going to excitedly watch and see how he performs.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
What did you guys invite me to?
Said every guest ever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you wish to leave, you can attempt to leave.
Attempt.
I think that you can, yeah. I mean, you're short.
You look
You're
better
back.
already.
I think that because 9 necrotic damage, that's like a lot. That's a lot of my health. I probably hurt a fuckload. I think I'm going to start, even though I want to be the best rogue in the world,
Mhm.
start trying to get out because I'm in pain.
Okay.
So what role would that be?
Is there a lid to this?
There's not a lid.
Okay.
Were you going to put a
One
fucking...
that a mage hand can close.
Filthy is currently killed.
No.
I think.
No, I wasn't. I was just wondering if we had that kind of obstacle
How
to get
many-
around.
I
In
see through
actual
the-
combat in this mini campaign, how many kills do you have on actual enemies?
Does the bard count?
Filthy is killed.
No,
I think.
that was
I think
exactly the point I was trying to make.
I think Filthy has killed like 3 monsters, and he's killed about 5 humans.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh, that's not very good.
All right.
I
But
would
yes,
like to try to assist with my mage hand once I see him trying to exit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can do it in acrobatics as you sort of start to like quickly swim up to the top and then try and pull yourself out. All right, and with assistance, that will probably work. Yeah, you can.
And as
take
he kind of
yourself out.
stumbles out of it,
Slime
I
sort of-
grab him by the kind of chin, and I put my hand in his mouth to look at his teeth, and I'm like, "Has it worked? Are you older?" And I'm kind of like poking around at his face. His skin's, you said, a little bit wrinkly. Are his teeth
It's
still
a bit
all there?
wrinkly, and yeah, his teeth are there. Yeah,
Have I
they've not
aged?
fallen out.
You look better at roguing.
I'm gonna have a single tear well up in my eye, but look like I'm trying to not cry.
You're an adult now. Big boys don't cry. I tell him.
Okay, I'm gonna have a stiff upper lip. Go.
While I'm asleep, I'm gonna start crying and in my sleep. Font.
Yes. How not to be a living example.
Now, Grandpa Filthy, it's okay for men to cry.
What?
I'm going to comfort Grilt. Without trying to wake him, just
Comfort grilled.
Thank you.
How did it feel? I ask.
Painful.
But painful how?
My skin feels not very good. Burny.
ironically, it
21.
looks great. No acne.
So did I age or just take damage?
You just took damage.
Did her,
Okay,
did,
cool.
Sort of
Did
as
his
if like
skin
life
age
force
though?
is being sucked into this
Kind of like
goop.
he's, you've seen like the people who spend a lot of time in the sun and their skin is like 10 years older than the rest of their body. Is that kind of how he is now?
Yeah, your lifespan has not been reduced, but you know,
Lucky.
you
I'm
you
gonna-
feel like tired and such.
Yeah, I don't feel very strong. I feel weaker. You lied to me.
No. First, you must suffer to grow.
Okay, I'm very not trusting of you anymore. I'm gonna look at you like I want to kill you, but then march away. Like I'm going to my room. Did I just?
And I write in my notes, physical maturation, not mental.
Nice.
We will crack this one day. Grelt!
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wake up when he yells my name. I'm gonna kind of mutter to myself. I'm
Your
gonna walk over to-
investigation of the mushrooms was priceless. Can you investigate this liquid?
Before he's like, as he's saying that, I'm not paying any attention to him because I like just woke up. I'm gonna walk over to the vat. I'm gonna kind of reach into it, however tall it is, get my hands wet, and I'm just gonna splash it on my face, just as a kind of like a wake up move.
And I write subject to entering vat.
And after like kind of like splashing on my face and kind of like shaking off like a dog, I kind of like, what were you saying, old man?
Nothing. Continue.
So yeah,
Take Can you roll me a con save?
yeah, sure.
You splash this water on you. Well, not really water. Alright, you take 3 necrotic damage as this, splatters on your face, and it sort of sticks to it and clings to it, and
Does it like disintegrate
Yeah.
some of the scar tissue on his face?
a bit of it, yeah.
My
I'm gonna
God.
Make some of your normal skin into scar tissue.
I'm gonna assume one of my teeth falls out as a result of
Mhm.
contact with my gums.
Sure.
And I'm gonna go ahead and notice a tooth on the ground. I'm gonna say, free tooth.
Is it a molar?
Hard to say. I'm gonna start looking at it, and I'm gonna
Hard to
realize
say.
that my vision is very blurry because I have mushroom juice in my eyes.
Are there any
I'm
vials
just gonna say, I can't tell.
around here?
Yeah, around here there's plenty of vials and books and concoctions.
All right, I write in my notebook, needs further investigation, and then I'll write next to that, consumed ? And I'll go bottle a vial. I'll reach in and vial, fill up a couple vials of this and cork them for later.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And then I'll say, I'll do the cooking tonight. And
Always a treat, Grandpa Filthy.
my pleasure. All right.
Okay, next room.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? If I investigate this room looking for a journal or
Mhm.
some indication of exactly what experiment was being run here, what would I?
You
Uncover.
see, there are a lot of scattered notes and books and like what looks like maybe recipes for potions and things, but they are all written in this cryptic language that you do not understand.
Do I understand it?
None of you would.
Hmm.
But there are definitely diagrams. There's like a there's a diagram of like this vat, this large sort of cylindrical thing, and it has a picture of a person going into it. And then there's a picture of a skeleton in it. And then there's a picture of nothing in it.
I was gonna say we had step 1 right, but
Mhm.
Does it have like any symbols that denote how long? Like passings of sun. Like, in the person, is it a person or is it like an icon? Maybe like a rogue icon, like
Or
two
like a
cross daggers or
child.
something.
It looks like, just a rough sketch of your typical human.
Okay.
So sort of like a mannequin almost. There's no facial features or anything.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well,
Yes, you cannot read this.
Do I see this? Do you share this at all, Steve?
I know, but not because I'm like trying to insult you. I just don't think you would understand anything about it, really.
I will.
I might
Do I
give a
notice
page or
him?
two to Grilt to eat,
Do I notice him reading that?
but I
With the 15.
Yeah, probably. You see him pick up like
It makes
some notes.
sense now. You bring the bards here, hold them in the room, and then insert them one by one into the aging vial. It's a whole system, a whole complex devoted to processing bards.
and their songs are worth more for the effort.
Yes, rarity. Less
makes
bards,
sense to
more
me.
individually valuable. Well, I was wrong, boy. My apologies. And then I'll underline in my book where it says consume ? I'll just underline it twice.
I'm gonna say screw you and
In
walk
front of
away.
you is a similar door, which is double doors at the end of this hallway.
In the two towers, when Aragorn pushes through the double doors into Helm's Deep,
Mm-hmm.
and Theoden's inside, and he looks all like weathered and damp and everything. I'm gonna do exactly that with these doors.
Beautiful.
The doors open ahead of you and reveal a large, more natural-looking cavern, which I will try my best to reveal. Whoop. There we go. And as you step in here, against the walls are all of these similar, like, barred cell doors, almost. And in quite a few of them are various creatures.
I immediately ask Merrick, would the greatest rogue be able to fight a bear?
Obviously,
Would the greatest rogue be able to fight a spider?
more obviously.
Would the greatest rogue be able to fight 3 badgers / beavers?
Are you stupid?
Boy, what?
Anyone else looking at these would know that these are
Is that a
wolves.
non sequitur?
They're wolves with a single spoon.
Stop speaking tongues, old
Yeah, the
man.
token is like,
Give it to us plain.
I don't know.
It's a bear, and I think the boy should fight it.
I think you're a suckwitter.
I will give you this potion to help you in your fight. And I hand the and I hand you one of the vials of the acid that I've stoppered for you.
Do I know that this is the same acid?
It's probably pretty likely.
It's very familiar. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna slap it out of his hand.
Ah! I only have 2 of those. Here, have the other.
Damn.
I'm gonna slap the other one out of his hand.
No, boy, you've ruined everything.
I'm gonna laugh fucking maniacally. Or maniacally, sorry.
This is not a PC stream. Don't or a PC channel. Don't worry about that.
I think I got that after all the trying to marry a child, but
Killing
it's sinking
children.
in.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I feel like I'm gonna want to fight the bear though.
Notepad comes out. Subject uncooperative.
I'm gonna start moving towards the bear. Come on, guys, let's fucking kill it.
I follow enthusiastically.
I put a hand on either side as the two loving parents try to move forward, and I say, he has to learn to do this on his own.
God, I'm gonna die today.
I'm gonna roll.
I agree, Grandpa Filthy, but I could offer him some aid. If
Gonna
you
roll
do begin
nature.
to fight the bear, I will bless you.
Okay, sick.
If I roll above a 15 on nature, I'm gonna help. Nope.
Ooh.
If I roll above a 15 on nature, I'm going to recognize the bear from last week.
Oh god, this is how I fucking die.
Yeah, so my take on it is, yeah, I remember I fought my first bear when I was about half his age. Then again, I was about double his size at half his age, so, and at that point, I am totally preoccupied working out mental math, so I'm not going to be where I need to be when combat starts.
I'm gonna join you and actually try to diagram that with you. I've never heard about your childhood before.
Yeah.
Boy, do you know where a bear is weakest?
I'm gonna yell over my shoulder as I walk towards it. Where?
Inside the bear.
Good advice.
I'm gonna with that advice stop and turn around and look at you and realize what is happening. Because that is terrible advice.
No! Thick fur and hide on the outside. Vulnerable stomach lining on the inside.
This terrible advice has given me time to work out the fact that if I was half his age but also twice his size, then this is the appropriate time for him to be fighting a bear. Or perhaps inappropriate time, so he might need my help. So I'm gonna stand over here.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I'm wise enough to know this is a bad idea. Fuck. When you're fighting against your character motivations and you don't want to die, but you know your character would do this.
We got your back.
Feels the worst. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
Again, we are all watching your back to see if the bear paw comes through.
Yeah.
Yeah, but exactly, yeah. Let's see if the bear
The
paw.
bear is currently
Piercing
sort
bear
of
paw.
reclining against a mushroom in the back corner.
What would you
Does
say
the bear
the
look
relative
sort of
size of the bear compared to the child is?
What did you say? Sorry.
One at a time, Steve. You go first.
How does the bear look? Does it look like it's modeling? Does it look just like
Is it a stuffed
lounging
bear?
on
Like
the
a French
mushroom?
girl.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, like
reclining on a mushroom.
curvy.
sort of, you know,
Do I
not paying
feel
attention.
the urge to paint it?
Is it wearing
It's
just
very
a
beautiful.
single article of jewelry but no clothing? Is what we're wondering.
Is
Basically.
it a diamond?
Yeah.
It's not wearing any diamonds, no.
Hmm.
But
See,
it does
I'm
look
gonna
very
roll-
majestic in its pose.
My character becomes internally concerned a little bit that he doesn't understand why we're just going and attacking caged animals, but he's just gonna kind of, he's fighting that against the idea of
Don't-
how to raise his son.
Don't worry, Grilt. It won't be caged for long.
You're right.
Okay, so
During this time of hesitation and inspecting this bear, you would have noticed that this door is in fact locked.
Which door?
oh
I mean, you're a rogue. You have thief
I
tools.
say, boy.
yeah,
Surely
Locked
you've learned
cage.
to pick a lock.
yeah. Obviously. Okay. What would I roll for that?
Problem solved.
Sleight of hand.
Do you have the tool sheets? Let me see.
I only have the disguise.
Um, Okay, here. I'll get it. Thieves tools. Oh,
It's
sorry,
against
two
Dex.
thieves.
You can use a tooth to pick
Yeah,
a lock in a
it's
sign.
Dex plus. That's not what I meant to do. Oops. That is an item. There you go.
Nice.
Boy,
And
first you must trick it into
dexterity.
putting you inside of
Okay.
it.
We're talking about the
Yeah, you can
bear?
roll that.
Oh, I nail it.
Yeah, you definitely just slip your
Easy game.
pick inside of there and just twiddle it around for a bit.
This
and
is
then it pops
parallelism.
open.
We just fought the vial from inside. Now we're fighting the bear.
Mhm.
I'm obviously moving as quietly as I can. Okay, I'm gonna try to.
I stand directly
And to
behind
be
you.
fair,
Woo! Yeah! That's it, son!
and to be fair,
It's as loud as I can.
he
I'm
probably
clearing
would
my
not
throat.
smell very much like a normal halfling here because he smells a lot like the mushroom acid that he was in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
feel like the
bear.
acid might be refreshing though.
This bear sort of like laying on its back against this mushroom. You see its nose start to twitch, and then its ears start to twitch as Dulver starts to clap and applaud, and it turns to face towards you and lets out a little growl. And I will
Okay.
give you
I cast Bless.
one turn of actions to prepare before it begins to attack you, and you will roll initiative.
Okay.
Bless.
So I can't, like, just get on its back and stab it in its eye. It knows I'm here.
It does know that you were here
Damn it.
because of your friends.
Let's not place
encouragement.
blame. Let's not place blame.
It's an open
All
wall.
right.
Fools!
It happen.
Okay. What do I even do
I'm
in
gonna
preparation?
bless everyone except Grandpa Filthy.
Okay.
Thanks.
I
Does-
feel like I used to do this better.
Can I use silent speech to like indicate to it that I mean it no harm? Because I know that the creature only understands you if you two share a language. What about the language
It does
of?
not have any languages.
Bear.
Damn it.
I used to speak bear.
Well, to be fair, I mean, she's made of meat. So presumably the bear speaks, at least understands a little bit about her. Him. Sorry.
Maybe you could roll animal handling. Speaking in its head would not.
Oh. I'm having the worst
Every
fucking
time you
day.
use a
I
skill
think
check,
that
you
made
just like fail.
situation
Hold on,
worse.
hold
Just a
on.
one.
Doesn't
You
she-
add a D4 to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he come of age? So doesn't he get a D4 to skill checks there?
Ooh, it's
Oh,
7.
We didn't do the coming of age.
No, we didn't.
Okay,
Oh,
you didn't
that's
actually,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
so you don't get
Awkward.
anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah.
Somebody thought it didn't sound that great.
You were being crabby.
Someone said that it made you grow hair all over the place.
In places I didn't want hair.
Actually. Exactly. All right.
By definition, yeah.
You attempt to like sort of calm this bear down, but it takes your gesture to mean sort of, come at me.
I'm here for
And
you.
I'll roll initiative.
Okay.
So Merrick just walked in and T-posed, which
But to
imagine-
do that, you should select your token and then click the initiative button, and it will add you to the turn order properly.
So, and then I get to get a bonus to my initiative rolls equal to my charisma modifier. So let's see what happens.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for you because you'll probably go first.
Oh shit! 1 second, I forgot
So
to
what's
select my
your-
And you
token.
know what they say about running from a bear?
I want to die.
No,
okay.
you use the first
That's
The
not
one.
first one.
what it
Okay,
says
cool.
on it.
Thanks.
So what is
My
your
charisma
modifier
is
then?
2.
Okay, so
2,
it's
right?
16.
Okay.
So I'll update that. Boop. And sort by descending. And Inspector Dolvair will get
I'll
the
just
first.
say that that's
turn.
when I cast bless.
Okay, this works.
Yeah.
Merrick. This bear growls at you and sort of, looks aggressive.
Okay, I am very brave, so
And just
I'm not
You're
deterred.
Just again,
Yeah.
out of curiosity, I never got this answered. We went to Jorb's question, but
Mhm.
didn't get back to mine. Just how big of a bear is this? How many? I just want like a ratio of the sizes of this tiny halfling child and this massive.
It is a large creature. It's
Yeah.
probably. I don't have a very good sense of the height of bears, but like.
It sounds like it'd be
6 feet
several
tall,
hundred pounds.
Very long,
Okay.
several hundred pounds, and Merrick is currently 2'3", I think.
Okay.
I'm a little worse for wear. I'm damaged.
You come up to its knees, but hey, you're brave,
Okay.
and you're the
Alright.
best rogue that you can be,
And lucky.
Nice.
and
Nice.
lucky.
Okay. So I'm going to dash to. Well, not actually dash. I forgot that's a thing in this game. I'm going to move towards the bear.
Mhm.
Okay, 1, 2. And I'm going to try to slit its little throat. So let's pop off a. I can't believe my
No, the
luck.
outside's very tough.
Use-
Try
use
the
bless.
You're a
inside.
halfling, so you can.
Oh, I
reroll
have
that,
lucky.
can't you?
When you roll a 1 on
Yeah.
an attack roll, I can just roll again. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I should.
I don't remember
my
if it's
God,
only
you have
attack rolls or
lucky?
if it's just anything.
Mhm.
Attack roll, ability check, or saving. It's any d20 roll.
You've been
so you
rolling
probably
so
should
many
roll a few
ones?
things more.
Well,
Yeah.
it says lucky. It says when you roll 1 on an attack roll ability check or saving throw, you can. Oh, so
Yeah.
it's all.
Which means basically everything.
That's
So
basically
I should have been
everything in the
rerolling
game.
all of those.
Yeah,
You might be in
Oh,
a very
shit.
different
Sorry.
spot.
but yeah, it's good to know.
I'm lucky for my
Forgot
brain.
about that part of halflings. Yes. So it's armor class that will hit, and because you're the
Oh.
only one within 5 feet of it, then you will get sneak attack because of swashbuckler.
Have you never heard "Don't poke the bear"?
And sneak attack is.
What do you get?
2d6
Sneak attack or?
You're a swashbuckler.
Yeah, for some reason
what
I
is,
thought.
what is sneak attack for you right now? I don't remember.
Wait,
Level
where do I
5,
have
that's
that?
4, 3. I don't remember.
That's not fancy footwork, right? Did I take the wrong thing?
Sneak attack's an inherent rogue ability. Fancy footwork is a swashbuckler subclass ability, so you have them both.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, I think I
Basically,
forgot
the
to
way
put
that
it
sneak
in.
attack usually works is if you have advantage on the attack roll, or if
You
an
get
ally is within 5 feet of it,
3d6 at
then
level
you
5.
add damage to it. But
3d6.
for swashbucklers, if you're on a one-on-one with something, then you get sneak attack. So you get it. And it is 3d6 extra damage, yes.
Okay, let me just roll that and then I'll add that to my thing.
And we'll take that off of its HP.
I am rolling. Can I
You're
roll that
amazing.
again?
How do you roll ones on everything?
Wow.
This is not my fucking day. Can I roll that
Graded
again?
as for the team.
We need her in the party.
No, it's only d20s. But that will be 8 damage, which is that's not how I add. I selected chat, not the token. Okay. Took off.
Does it look mortally wounded?
No.
Does it look
As it comes to your turn.
very hurt?
It has been.
You also have
stabbed in the
fancy footwork as a swashbuckler, so
Yes,
you can
you
walk
can
away
move
from
away
it
if you
without
wish.
it.
Without
attacking
opportunity
you.
attacking.
Yeah.
And you have 15 feet of movement left, so you can move wherever within that range.
Would you run away from it?
Yeah, maybe you wouldn't. But it is important to note.
Frozen?
Oh,
No. Okay.
I think that's my entire turn. By the way, I'm just adding shit to my thing.
Okay.
All right, so it's me.
Then Grandpa Filthy. Yes.
Anyone want to bet on the outcome? I asked my two party
Dead
members.
silence. The
Betting.
bear is silent.
Betting is frowned upon by the law. I will have to enforce a tax on you.
A what?
A tax!
A what?
I will take 10% of the winnings,
What winnings?
whichever there happen to be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do not engage in betting myself.
Is that a
of
boy
course.
fighting a bear over there?
A boy fighting a bear?
Over there, look.
The law is not so easily distracted, Grandpa Filth.
No, really.
I return to watching the boy fighting the bear, but I take out a little piece of paper and I write in my notes underneath the other things that I have about how to kill Grandpa Filthy. Tax evasion? Question mark.
I will hold a firebolt, and my action to let it loose will be if the bear knocks the child unconscious, I will firebolt the bear.
Okay. I will keep note of that. The bear, being stabbed in its ankle, is going to retaliate with its own series of attacks, which will be a bite. That's with advantage. Whoops.
Let's just take the first. That's fine. So 26.
Yeah, well, the 26
26
hit your
is
AC.
Maybe, yeah.
All right. That will deal 8 piercing damage.
Okay, that's not too
And
bad.
a claw will 14 hit your AC.
No, I have 15.
Okay,
Great.
nice.
You take 8 piercing damage as this
Cool.
bear chomps down on your arm.
Round one isn't dry, see?
Grilled.
Let's see, I'm gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mhm.
And I'm going to do a great club attack. No, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark first. So I'll
Okay.
cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Perfect.
I bet on Grilt.
Why is Grilt one of the people you can bet on? This is between the boy and the bear.
I bet on Grilt.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a great club. I'm not gonna call the shot, just regular attack.
Okay.
13, does that hit?
You got
You
bless
are
as well.
blessed, so that will add a d4, but yes, that will hit.
Okay, that'll hit. Oh, nice.
Mhm.
So I'll be calling some shots. So it's gonna hit. 13.
13 plus 2 because this is a beast. So
Oh, that's right. Hold on, let me share Beastmaster. I forgot.
Nice.
it's not beast. It's favorite enemy.
Favorite enemy. Sorry, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Does that actually do that?
I was gonna say I don't remember that. I like the idea.
I think
maybe
it might
that's
be the
from
new Rangers.
Oh, that's the
The
new
new and
Ranger, which
improved Rangers. Like
it's
up
the
to
only
now.
one I
Like,
play
Yeah,
with.
I'm using. By the way, anybody who's watching this knows a lot about 5e. I'm using the original 5e, not the
yeah,
revised
where
Ranger.
Rangers were the worst class with no redeeming
The
qualities.
I
Rangers
was
are
sitting here
fairly
doing
good.
90 million damage every single fight.
You're good.
Yeah, no, it's not that great weapon mastery isn't one of the best feats. It's that Rangers are one of the worst classes. It's different.
You know,
Why
Grill
does
knows
the
what he
base
knows.
Ranger not deal more damage to his favorite enemy? That's
I'm gonna
like
call it
every other
shot.
version of D&D. I don't know. It's
It
fine.
does, I
That
don't know.
hit.
Ooh.
You're still gonna deal a crap ton of damage to this thing. Is that
16.
called?
That was called, yeah.
Okay. That will hit and deal 16 damage.
Yep.
Lovely.
Nice.
You did Hunter's Mark, right? So you
Oh, so double Hunter's Mark, so 29, and then.
You guys realize we're currently killing animals in a zoo, right? They're all behind bars.
Oh
and
yeah,
we just open the
I
first
wisdom
exhibit
rolled
and
that
bludgeon
way
the-
back.
Okay.
I want to be the
Alright.
best.
So I do
So-
40 damage. It's 40
So
damage.
just to picture this scene real quick. So the little halfling boy, sweeps up, stabs the bear in the ankle, gets off a sneaky little strike, takes a giant chop to its arm, and then Grilt, the father of this boy, runs
Beautiful.
up, smacks it once across the head, and then smacks it across the head, and it falls down, slumps to the ground.
And I elbow Inspector Dolbear and I go, like a mother bear protecting her cub.
Yes, it's
So yes.
beautiful. And for my free item interaction, I'm going to hand
Mhm.
Grandpa Filthy 100 gold coin as my bet.
Which I assume he's paying me in just pocket.
Yeah, that.
Do you take 10%?
I charge him an extra
I only
10%.
give him 90 gold.
Yeah.
He charges me 10, so 90.
All right, great.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Thing is dead.
Disgusting establishment zoos. Let's hurry through this one.
I'm gonna hold up my hand for a high five for. Is it Groot?
Grilled.
Grilt.
Grilt. Yeah, I was like Groot.
It's like
I'm
quilt
gonna-
with a G.
I'm gonna grunt in approval, and I'm going to gingerly, especially for my size, I'm roughly 7 feet tall. I'm gonna walk over and grab one of the dead bear's claws, and I'm gonna give a little high five with the dead bear's claws.
Nice.
You kind of use it to give Merrick the high five.
Hell yeah.
Well done, little one. I'm like 3 foot taller than you, and I'm a big gnome, tall gnome,
You're 5-foot gnome.
like a 4'6"
Right.
gnome.
Towering over me.
Oh, yeah.
You round up, you know.
Yeah. I
Round up.
Grandpa
5 feet.
Filthy definitely uses 5 foot on his profiles for sure.
All right. So yeah, this thing is dead. If you want to kill the other zoo,
What are the animals?
Does it
in the
actually
left?
like say outside the cage? Like, does it say like bear and have some information about it like
Yeah.
written out or anything
Yeah,
like
does it
that?
say like animal rehabilitation sanctuary or something?
Yeah, I mean the bear did go down.
It's
To
a
him.
That bear went down like instantly.
We've cured all of its ails.
That's-
So.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, I'll just give a better description of this. So there used to be 4 exhibits, we'll call them, which were occupied. This one had the bear. This one had 3 wolves. The token might not look like a wolf to you. Grandpa Filthy thinks they are beavers. This one has a very large spider, and this one is holding a similarly large spider to the one that you fought back in the first, large cavern that you entered, which had mushrooms growing out of it.
I walk
It's
up
gonna
to
walk
fully
this one,
mushroomed.
and
I'm gonna walk over to the spider and see if I can kind of taunt it.
I'm gonna talk to Merrick as I'm looking in the wolf cave, and I say, "These ones build entire dams in the wilderness, wood on wood, incredible structures full of diamonds."
Diamonds.
The wolves all sort of pace in a circle around, sort of snarling at you as you taunt them through the bars about their
I don't taunt them.
habits of
I'm
building things
teaching.
out of wood.
I'm imparting wisdom.
I'm at like 22 hit points, so I feel like I would be bloodied if I was at half health? Oh, I'm typing in the.
You would be. That's not a mechanic in 5e, but you're free to roleplay it as such. You could be
Well, 'cause
bleeding from the arm that you were chomped on by the bear.
Seeing that you are bloodied, boy, over here. I can provide you some aid.
I can do it, Inspector. And I'll
Oh,
cauterize
God.
the wound.
Not like
First
that,
scar,
Grandpa Filthy.
very impressive. Every rogue needs a few.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little excited at the idea that I have my first scar.
Yeah.
But my eyes are gonna glisten with joy.
Looking really badass, I say.
So wait, so
Culturally-
I suddenly understand why parents are so threatened by like the cool uncle.
Mhm.
It's like, how do I raise a good
I
son
realize all I have
with
to
this
give.
influence?
I have a good berry, and like I know I should give a good berry, so I'm just like offering a good berry. But I wish I had something as cool as like cauterizing.
does the cauterizing heal me at all? Because I know the good
that
berries
heals
kill.
you like
You
D6
probably can
damage
with
or
your
something.
thoughts.
Yeah.
It's fire applied to your wound.
Oh god.
You get 1 health
It
back. from
burns
good
at
berry.
first.
One, okay.
So you have a good berry. You can also eat multiple good berries. It's at the DM's discretion what impact that might have on you. Good berries are supposed to fill you up for 1 day.
Right.
Grilt eats multiple good berries at a time.
But he also purges a lot of those in his sleep.
He also, has some physical issues.
Unlucky.
I'm gonna
So you can
lay on hands for 10.
That one if you want.
Oh,
That just
thank
gives
you.
you 10 health.
Does,
Okay, so I should
does
Perhaps
he,
less cool from a flavor perspective, but mechanically valuable.
but does he
And
understand where the health came from, or does he assume it's the cauterizing?
I don't bother to explain. I think that it's obvious.
I feel like he would know that you healed him, whereas the other guy burned him. But I got a cool scar, so
I look to the horizon despite being indoors, as is my habit, toward the ocean.
So
And I bow
inspiring.
my head to the dolphin
I get
god.
the senses that he's about to start singing. I kind of brace myself a little bit.
I do start
Eyes
to
glaze
sing.
over.
It's just a short song, a 5 or 6 minute verse followed by 3 choruses.
Yeah.
beautiful.
5 or 6 minute verse.
How do the animals respond to this singing?
Yeah, I
Terror.
was gonna describe when you looked into the spider thing. Unusual
blessed
to
with that.
you, after you taunting it, this spider up here just remains motionless, sort of just staring at a wall. Doesn't seem to do anything. The wolves over here start to howl a bit at this song being sung for them, and the spider over here continues to climb all over the wall.
So I'm
Does
zooming in
harmony.
on the wolf
Noises.
token, and that appears to be somebody handing the wolf a spoon. Not really.
Yeah, the original. I don't really know, but the official art for the wolf token is a wolf pouncing on someone with an axe.
Oh,
so the axe-
okay.
The frame. I don't know why it does that when the rest of them sort of have a nice static background, but
Nice
Oh, well.
spoon. Okay,
it's the wolf is eating breakfast, of course.
cool. Yeah. Some blue cereal.
Some... yeah, that's definitely a bull.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been another hour.
Mm-hmm.
So should we take a break before we kill the rest of these hapless
Sure.
imprisoned
There's
animals?
that unexplored door to the north too.
Sounds wonderful.
Perfect. All right, guys. See you shortly. Thanks for watching.